Hey, it's Kimmy the Gadget Goddess, and today I'm going to add matte protectors to my Oppo Find N. Y'all know how annoyed I am by glossy protectors, which came pre-installed on this phone. You can see my fingerprints here, and probably my reflection in the background shooting this video. I have a front and I have an inside. It didn't come with a back piece, and I had to order these two pieces separately. I also got 3 camera protectors. That's how they came in 3s. I didn't order 3. So we're gonna get those all installed for you today. All right, let's go. I am gonna start with the outside. Outside is easiest. I know I'm removing this glossy. I'm not sticking this on top, but even though I'm gonna remove the glossy, I'm still gonna give the phone a wipe down before I proceed because it's not edge to edge. There will be some remnants of fingerprints, etc. on the edges of the screen. Now you have to bear with me a little bit. I'm behind the camera. This is the actual protector. It has a 1, 2, and 3 along the side here. And so what we do is we take our 1 off first. We want to do them in order so everything comes out correctly. Off comes 1. And you want to line it up by the camera itself, which I'm not going to be able to do from behind this camera and get it straight. I think I got it lined up correctly. So next we're going to remove the 2, which is going to be a pull-up, push-out method. So I pulled it up. Now, for my collection of installation tools, I'm just going to use this to get it as flat as I can. So 2 should be up. I got a couple bubbles up the top. I need to find a squeegee. The squeegee would work so much better. They didn't include one, and I didn't dig through my bag. Let me get a discount card. Shout out to Sam's Club. We're going to get this Sam's Club card popping. I wanted to make sure we got those last little bubbles off the edge. And I like how that's going to curve around the edge of the phone. We'll see how it turns out. And I know these are harder for some people than others. But just know, a bunch of little bubbles that show up here are going to disappear in a couple days, if done correctly. If you have excessive bubbling will not come out in a couple days. But if you have a few, those will come out. And I try to get it as perfect as I can when I do the initial installation, so you don't have to worry about as many bubbles having to come out. Well, let's see what we got, y'all. Got a couple bubbles, like I said. Gotta get that edge down because it's still sticking up on the end over here. And you can use your finger too. You don't really have to use the card on these edges. Probably sits better if you use your finger. Yeah, I'm getting the label down better. Y'all wanna see what we end up with? Let's see. You see the bubbles down here at the bottom. And we got a couple bubbles at the top. Got that one bubble here I noticed pretty early on. Yeah, I don't think that one will come out. We'll see. You know, every time I say that, I'll come back and have a pristine installation the next day. But edge bubbles, I don't worry about too much because you can kind of, as the day goes along, you can push those out. Completely remove this front one and install the matte so we don't get the reflections and fingerprints. I wish I had a back one, but I don't. Next up, we got the inside. You see all those fingerprints? Yeah, we're about to get rid of all those. I am not gonna remove the already installed screen protector. I'm just gonna stick it on the top. I did see in a forum where this is removable even though they told you not to remove it. Again, we start with a wipe down. I always want a clean surface to start off with. The inner side has a kind of like a lint remover on it anyway. I'm just gonna use the screen protector's built-in lint remover for this installation. Again, we got 1, 2, and 3, and we go with 1. Again, placement is key. See if I can get this lined up behind camera. FYI, this one is sideways and it is edge to edge. Like literally, you can only stick it in here and it fits edge to freaking edge. When you put this in, the words are this way, sideways. You have to lay it in sideways so it actually fits. It's not gonna fit if you try to turn it the other way. Why does hers fit and mine doesn't? Turn it sideways. I am shocked that they literally got this to the nose correctly. Literally, it fits. You can't get it in any other way. Like, I was scared it wasn't gonna fit. Let's go with step 2. To make myself more comfortable, I turn the phone sideways because I like pushing up and pushing down versus sideways. This is a foldable. I don't like to put too much pressure in when I'm pushing this on over. I have to go up under the other side of the phone. Remember, the less bubbles you have when you in, the less you'll have to wait for it to fall out. Let's see what we're doing. Got a couple here. Do the other side. There was really no room for error at all on this. Getting your bubbles out will be key because your screen doesn't have far to let the bubbles out on the edges. Yeah, I got a couple big bubbles here, big bubbles here. Let's go for our pull. Okay, I don't have a fingernail on it. Hey, let's try this one. Oh, come on. That edge is gonna be terrible. So, yeah. Fingernail plug here on the end. Don't know if this is fixable, but leaves you room to pull it off if you need to. I do have another, but I'm gonna see if, I can just make this work. I should have used a better fingernail. They left plenty of space for your camera, so you don't have to worry about shadows or ghosting on your camera. Of course, we got a couple big bubbles over here. I will take pictures of after 24 hours and include them in this video, so you know how it truly turned out, including my edge down there that I kind of screwed up. It's not too bad. It's gonna be the bottom corner here. But so far, that's the inside. All my bubbles are along the edge, which is pretty much a good thing. And same for the front. Let's do the camera and wrap this up. See, this is a little tempered glass camera protector. It should fit right over here. So that's how it should go. Shouldn't be too noticeable. And any kind of camera that sticks out, I like to put protectors on. Get that wipe down. That'll dry off. Because regardless of how clean you think your phone is, your phone's dirty. You should always wipe it down before you do anything to it. This little guy here. I'm taking off the back. Literally only one camera hole stayed on, so I'll just take that off with my fingernail. And I'm gonna line this up as best as I can from behind this camera. I'm not as concerned about the camera protector because I have 3 of those. And typically I've only ever used one on most of my phone. Like, I typically don't tear these up. So there you have it. Camera protector is installed. You can't even see it's there, but now it's protected. It is safe after all this. A lot of people ask, can they put cases back on devices? Feel free to put your case back on here. If there are bubbles, they still should come out even with the case installed. I am on the verge of finishing up my review of this phone. There's some pros, there's some cons, there's some deal breakers. So stay tuned, that should be coming soon to the channel. I would like to thank you for stopping by the channel and checking out my installation on screen protectors on the Oppo Find N. I also brought an old friend back that will be making appearances on the channel. My Mate X2, I bought another one in blue, much cheaper than my first. And I would like to compare my phone of the year from last year to my foldables this year to see if they can match up or make me feel the way this phone has made me feel ever since I've had it. I did get rid of it because it was substantially higher than I paid for this one. But I can afford to keep this one and pin it against various foldables that I plan to use this year. If you're interested in seeing me do that, you might want to subscribe. I'd like to thank you for dropping by this video. If you've enjoyed it, please click the like button. I'll catch you on the next video. Holla!